we need to revisit the topic of a hill I will die on and a drum I will not stop beating, which is that it is smart and strategic for new business owners to find something that supplements their income when they're at the beginning stages. That this is not shameful, and that this is the case for every design type, every money mode, which you are one of three of, and points to how you are designed to make money. This is what we're breaking down in today's Cosmic Coin Drop. So this is something that, you won't hear a lot of people talking about when people that have made it, that are successful in the online space, are sharing their origin story. You don't often hear people talking about what they had to do in the beginning stages of their business to make ends meet before their business was profitable, and then until it got to a point where it could actually replace other income streams and be their one and only. I'm talking about side gigs, part-time jobs. Sometimes it's even a full-time corporate gig while you on the side get your business to a point of being viable enough to start taking over. And I love to bring this up because in my experience, in my line of work as a money mentor, when people talk about this need, like, after they've taken the leap or when things start to shift with what's going on with their business, it's almost like to speak this possibility out loud feels like some kind of sacrilege, right? That like, if you're not fully focusing on your business, are you even serious about it? And so this is one of the ways that I love to reflect back some truth here around not only how necessary that is at the beginning on so many vectors, like financially, obviously, right? To bring in the money that you need to pay your bills until your business does. But there's some other ways that it can be really helpful and beneficial too. One is time-wise. When you have unlimited stretches of time, it can be harder to make the most out of the time you have. This is why a lot of mamas, myself included, report becoming much better with their time, getting so much more done in so much less of it once you have less of it, once it becomes more scarce. And so one way to achieve this is to have something else that you have to show up for that breaks up your time. So you actually have these contained chunks that you give your all to for your business to get the most out of it before having to go to the next thing, whether it's the side gig or, in the case of my other example, parenting. Another one is, and this is often what ends up happening for my clients once I liberate them of the, shame that they have around it and encourage them to absolutely pursue finding that perfect thing, is that you can end up finding something that actually develops skill sets that you need in your business. So it's almost like you're getting paid to get better in ways that your business needs from you anyway. And like I said, I find that is more likely to happen when you are in a place of like, fuck yes, let's find the perfect thing, versus in the place of like, oh God, I'm going to have to split my attention and do something else. And then the last reason that this is a really good idea is that it takes the energetic pressure off of your business to sustain you. When you're in those beginning stages of business, it's like a little sapling that you're nurturing into strength. The last thing that you should be doing is putting pressure on that precious budding business to have to fully sustain you. You're not able to feel relaxed and patient and allow for the unfolding that needs to take place for it to actually reach that successful place you want to get it to. Now, what brought this back up recently that made me want to talk about it again, because it's been a minute, is I have a client who is a serial monogamous money mode, which means she's designed to earn her money by fully focusing on one thing at a time until there's this natural kind of completion and overflow of energy into the next thing. And when she brought up the possible need for this, she was like, but doesn't that contradict that? Isn't that out of alignment with my money mode if I need to split myself in two directions? And to those of you who also have a serial monogamous money mode, I'll say to you what I said to her, which is that first of all, if ideally you can find something that feels in congruence in terms of what you're focusing on or the skill that you'll be developing in that side gig, and what you choose to focus on inside of your business during that time when you have less attention to give to it, that will still create that experience of focusing in one direction until you're ready to shift course and move to the next chapter. If you're new to this idea of money modes and don't know what yours is, you're either a serial monogamist, like I just described, or you're a polyamorous, or you're a lifer. I'm a polyamorous money mode, which means I actually do really well, as do many other entrepreneurs who are disproportionately represented by the polyamorous money mode, by having lots of different pokers in the flame, because we do well through cross-pollination. What we learn and develop in one area, we can then apply to another. So I don't have to say much to this one. If you need a couple different side hustles, if you're developing a couple different offers in your business all at the same time, that's going to feel like alignment for you. Lifers, you are less represented in the entrepreneurial space than the other two. And you're the people where you really do pick one container, one offer to go the distance with and continue refining and being known for. And that works really well for you. And at the beginning of your business, you might have similar doubts around this need to have a constellation of income streams to make it work until you really can just give your all to that one. And to you, I say something similar as to the serial monogamous. As long as you know that you are taking that part-time job to support you to be able to get to a point where your business can take you the distance, it's gonna feel right for you because you're in it for the long haul, right? All roads lead to that destination. And again, holding out for the one that's going to feel most resonant and congruent with your line of work, the kinds of things that you know you need to develop right now to be the person that can steward it. It's all going to feel like it's part of that parallel direction. Whatever your money mode is, whoever you are, whether you're at the beginning of your business or you're just maybe in a lull because things that were working before aren't working now, I want to give you full permission to open yourself to call in that perfect other thing that feels like a blessing on the path of building your business rather than a distraction from it. Because even if they don't talk about it, everyone has been there. And if that's not a need you have right now, maybe this episode supported you to evoke a little bit of nostalgic gratitude for whatever that was for you once upon a time.